Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will learn about preparation of revaluation account at the time of retirement of a partner. Friends, we have already learned about the concept of revaluation account at the stage of doing admission of a partner. When a partner is admitted, then also we prepare the same revaluation account which we are supposed to prepare at the time of retirement of a partner. Now, what is a revaluation account? A revaluation account is a nominal account that is prepared to find out the profit or loss with reassessment of liabilities and revaluation of assets at the time of reconstitution of the partnership firm. We already have learned about the concept of reconstitution of partnership firm. Whenever there is a change in the agreement among the partners, it amounts to reconstitution of a partnership firm. So, very specifically for our syllabus, we have got the chapters of change in profit sharing ratio, that is also a reconstitution of partnership firm. Then also we need to prepare revaluation account, admission of a partner, then also we prepare revaluation account. At the time of retirement also we prepare revaluation account, and death also we prepare revaluation account. So it is a nominal account that is prepared at the time of reconstitution of a partnership firm to find out the profit and loss at the time of revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. Students, according to me, just with 4 entries, you can understand the concept of revaluation account. There are 2 sides of account, as you already know. But since it is a nominal account, the debit side represents losses and the credit side represents gains. So whenever there is an increase in the asset, we already know asset account is having a debit balance, so we will debit the asset account. I repeat, when the asset is increasing, the asset account will be debited. The respective asset will be debited and credit will be given to revaluation account. So very simply we can learn this, or we can learn with this funda that since it is a gain for the firm, so revaluation account will be credited. Similarly, one more gain takes place when liabilities decrease. So with the fall in liabilities have got the credit balance. तो जब जब लाइबिलिटी कम होती है हम रिस्पेक्टिव लाइबिलिटी को डेबिट देंगे और वही गेन वाला क्रेडिट देंगे रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट. तो दैट इज रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट विल बी credited. So the entry will be liability, respective liability account debited to revaluation account. So ये दोनों चीजों से हमारा रीवैल्यूएशन का गेन बढ़ता है. अब इसका रिवर्स कर लीजिए. जब एसेट्स हमारी फॉल कर रही हैं तब हमें लॉस होगा डेफिनेटली. टेक्निकली सोच लीजिए, एसेट का अकाउंट डेबिट होता है. जब एसेट डिक्रीज हो गई तो एसेट को हम उतने ही अमाउंट से क्रेडिट कर देंगे. तो डेबिट रेलिवेंट किसको देंगे? रीवैल्यूएशन. माइंडेड, इन दैट केस रीवैल्यूएशन इज डेबिटेड. Whenever there is loss due to fall या decrease in the value of asset, then revaluation will be debited and the corresponding credit will be given to the respective asset account. Similarly, with the increase in liabilities, we will get a loss in the revaluation account because the liabilities have got the credit balance. So when the liability is increasing, then also we are getting loss by a reassessment of our liabilities, and the entry will become revaluation account debited to that respective liability. So simply speaking, जब जब हमें लॉस होता है, चाहे वो एसेट के डिक्रीज होने के कारण है चाहे लाइबिलिटी के इंक्रीज होने के कारण है, तब तब हम रिवैल्यूएशन को डेबिट करेंगे. एंड जब जब हमें गेन होता है विद द इंक्रीज इन एसेट एंड डिक्रीज इन लाइबिलिटी, तब तब हम रिवैल्यूएशन को क्रेडिट करेंगे. एंड लाइकवाइज वी प्रिपेयर ऑल द नॉमिनल अकाउंट्स. इन दोनों का डिफरेंस, डेबिट साइड ऑफ रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट एंड क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ रिवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट, that will be either profit or loss. If it is profit, that is credit side is more, then we will debit revaluation account and partners capital accounts in case we are maintaining partners capital as fluctuating, and partners current account will be credited in case we are maintaining fixed capital accounts, and reverse entry will be passed in case of loss at the time of revaluation. So if it is a loss, then the entry will be reversed, that is partner's capital or current accounts will be debited, and this debit will be given in partner's old profit sharing ratio. Since all these changes are with relating with all the partners, including the retiring or outgoing partner, so all will be debited in the old profit sharing ratio. Here they will be credited in the old profit sharing ratio, and in case of loss they will be debited in the old profit sharing ratio. Now children, we have discussed all these basic entries for the preparation of revaluation account. Now we will solve one example which entails all these entries, and we will find out the profit or loss by preparing revaluation account. So I am going to read this question for you. N, S and G were partners in a firm sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:3:5. This is the ratio in which we are going to share the profits or losses of revaluation. And the extract of their balance sheet as on 31st March 2020, the figures of liabilities and assets are given. Creditors, debtors, and we have got provision also, which is subtracted from debtors, stock, machinery, patents and building. G retired on the above date, and the following revaluation and of assets and reassessment of liabilities are made. Debtors rupees 6,000 will be written off as bad debts, and a provision of 5% on debtors for doubtful debts to be maintained. Firstly, I will read all the points, and then we will solve each one, discussing at length. Patents will be completely written off. Patents को बिल्कुल zero value पे ले आना है. Stock will be depreciated by 5%. Stock को reduce करना है. Here see, pay attention on this word depreciation. Building be appreciated by 20%. Building को हमने बढ़ाना है. Building की value बढ़ाना है. And this word buy is also very important. We appreciate buy. We find out 20% of building, and the whole amount will be debited to revaluation, credited to revaluation account. Next, a provision for rupees 4,000 be paid for outstanding bill for repairs. Here a liability is increasing, and an unrecorded creditor of 30,000 will be taken into account. Here also liability is increasing. So we are asked to pass journal entries for the above revaluation of assets and reassessment of liability. So we will pass these entries fitting into these entries. Children, this entry is very important even in the paper CBSE 2020. This we had a question of admission in set 67/4. We had this question in all the sets 1, 2, 3, and we had this entry no doubt in the admission of a partner. We had journal entries in for admission of a partner, so we had this entry. So I have specifically put this entry here. So it is a lengthy entry. First entry, debtors of rupees 6,000 will be written off as bad debts. So whenever we write off debtors, the entry is bad debts to debtors. Bad debts account debited to, here I am doing the solution, bad debts to debtors. Children, we are passing this entry here because these debtors have not been deducted here. These bad debts are not deducted here. A fresh entry for bad debts is being passed here. So bad debts being a loss is being debited, and debtors are being reduced with rupees 6,000. Right? Now children, in order to proceed with these entries, we will have to prepare provision for bad debts account. We have already got a provision of 15,000 rupees. It is a liability, as you know. Temporarily I am making this account just as a rough work. Provision for doubtful debts account. So it is is having a credit balance, so its opening balance will be put here. It is 15,000. Now these bad debts are transferred to provision for bad debts account. Since we are already having provision for bad debts account, we will transfer this loss of bad debts to provision for bad debts account. So entry will become provision for doubtful debts account debited with 6,000 to bad debts. So we will write here provision for bad debts account is being debited. So we will write here 6,000. And further it asks for and a provision of 5% on debtors for doubtful debts to be maintained. So since provision for doubtful debts is a credit balance, it is a liability, it is having a credit balance. Closing balance will be put here with carried on. To balance carried on. So we had debtors of rupees 1,35,000. See here 1,35,000. We further subtracted 6,000 debtors from the provision. These debtors 6,000 जो debtors हैं वो bad हो गए. Minded students, don't be get confused here. जो provision for doubtful debts है वो हमेशा doubtful debtors पे दी जाती है. हमारे debtors थे 1,35,000, उसमें से जो bad हो गए वो तो हमें नहीं देंगे, कुछ भी अमाउंट फेच नहीं करेंगे. सो वी हैव सब्ट्रैक्टेड 6,000 फ्रॉम डेटर्स एंड इस अमाउंट पे हमें 5% प्रोविजन चाहिए. सो दैट इज 1,29,000 पे 5% प्रोविजन एंड दैट कम्स आउट टू बी 6,450. Right? And now we are done with these things. So what to do with this account? We will balance this account, and appearingly this side, debit side, that is debit side, appears to be shorter than our credit side. How much is this shorter? We will make the totals, and this is 12,450. When we will subtract, we will get 2,550. Where we will send it? This will go to now revaluation account. This is the balancing figure. So our entry comes out to be provision for doubtful debts debited with 2,550 to revaluation account. So here the revaluation account is being credited with 2,550. I am rubbing this because this was a rough work. Now coming to the next point. So with these three entries we are done with this point only. Now patents will be completely written off. Look, patents क्या है? Assets है ना? Asset side पे लिखा हुआ है. तो patents reduce हो रहे हैं, written off, completely written off. पेटेंट्स 90,000 के, तो अपनी एंट्री बिल्कुल क्लियर है. रिटर्न ऑफ, डिक्रीज इन एसेट्स, ये हमारा रूल अप्लाई होगा. रीवैल्यूएशन अकाउंट डेबिटेड 90,000 से टू पेटेंट्स. Then stock is also depreciated. Stock is to be depreciated by 5%. So with the same rule for decrease in assets, revaluation account debited to stock 5%. So we'll find 5% of 1,50,000, and that is very easily calculated. That is 7,500 rupees. Done. Then next is reverse of it. Building will be appreciated by 20%. Now the buildings are here. So building is of 3 lakh rupees. It is being appreciated here. This rule will apply. That is increase. Asset is been increasing. So revaluation will be credited. So respective asset, that is building account debited with 20% of its book value to revaluation. So it comes out to be 60,000 of 20% of 3 lakh is 60,000. Now we have done these points, and next point number 5, a provision for rupees 4,000 be made for outstanding bill for repairs. A further provision is to be made which does not appear here, so a new liability is being created. That means which rule will apply? Increase in liability. We are increasing our liability, so it is a loss for the firm, so the revaluation account will be debited to provision for outstanding bill for repairs of rupees 4,000. For rupees 4,000. So we are done with this also. Now point number 6, an unrecorded creditor of 30,000 will be taken into account. Means in this figure of 1,65,000, one creditor of 30,000 is not included. So we will increase. This also results in the loss. Revaluation account will be debited to creditors. How much is the amount? It is 30,000 rupees. So now we are done with all these adjustments, revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. Now we will roughly prepare our revaluation account in order to find out profit or loss at the time of revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities. I am doing the rough work here. Since we are asked only with our journal entries, so I am doing it as a rough work. And with this we will practice revaluation account. All we have to do is to see revaluation, name of revaluation account. Here it is being credited. This is the credit side, this is the debit side, this is debit amount, this is credit amount. So we will write here by a provision for doubtful debts, that is 2,550. Okay, here revaluation in the next fourth entry, revaluation is being credited to patents. On the debit side we will put patents 90,000. Again revaluation account is being debited with stock of rupees 7,500. Then revaluation account is being credited with building, that is 60,000. Again we are debiting revaluation account to outstanding bill for repairs, and it is 4,000. And in the last entry also we are debiting revaluation account, so it is on the debit side we will put the name of other account, that is creditors, and it belongs to 30,000. So with this like other accounts we will balance our revaluation account, and apparently this side is bigger because it contains 1,20,000, तो यही हो गया 1,31,500. So bigger total we will write here. We recheck it, and here the total comes out to be 62,500 . So we are having loss of rupees. How come loss? Because this side is bigger. Debit side is bigger than our credit side. So by loss transferred to partners capital account. So who are the partners here? NSG, and we will divide it in their profit sharing ratio, that is 2:3:5. So we will do the rough work also again. For N it is 6895 into 2. Okay, and for S it is 6895 into 3, because the ratio is 2:3:5. And for G it would be the total of this, and we will retotal it in order to, or we can say 6895 into 5. We can recheck it, and even we can retotal it to counter check it. Done. It is very correct. So our next entry will be partners capital account debited to revaluation. So I will write a bit shorter. My font size will be a bit shorter. N's capital account debited with 13,790. S's capital account will be debited with 20,685, and G's capital account will be debited with 34,475 to revaluation. As it is a loss, partners capital accounts will be debited, and the total loss on revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities is 68,950. So I hope the preparation of revaluation account would be very clear to you, friends. And for learning how to prepare capital accounts at the time of retirement, we will see the next video. So thank you for watching.